Before there were thousands of stores, before the billions of dollars, and way before the rollback smiley face ever hit TV screens, there was this place, Sam Walton's Five and Dime, right here in Bentonville, Arkansas. This is where it all began, not just for Walmart, but for a business philosophy that would go on to change the face of American retail forever. Sam Walton was not born rich. In fact, he started out just like most of us, grinding through long days trying to make a living. Born in 1918, he worked his way up from delivering newspapers during the Great Depression to running his own Ben Franklin franchise store. But Sam had an idea. He believed in cutting costs, offering lower prices, and passing on the savings to the customer. And in 1950, he put that philosophy to the test right here with Walton's Five and Dime. That little dime store in Bentonville Town Square, it turned out just to be the beginning. In 1962, Sam opened the first Walmart in Rogers, Arkansas, with one mission: to bring low prices to rural America. The big guys laughed, but they weren't laughing for long. Sam had a bold idea: stack 'em high, sell 'em cheap. And while other stores focused on cities, Sam brought big savings to small towns. That was the key. He bet on volume, he bet on rural America, he bet right. By the end of the 1960s, there were 24 Walmarts across Arkansas. Fast forward to the late 70s, and Walmart had exploded into multiple states, transforming from a regional chain to a national powerhouse. But Sam just wasn't expanding stores, he was innovating behind the scenes. Walmart built one of the most advanced distribution networks of its time: massive warehouses, private trucking fleet, real-time date on sales, and inventory. This tech-driven efficiency let Walmart cut costs and pass the savings straight to the customer. While competitors were slow to adapt to technology, Walmart embraced it. They were one of the first retailers to use barcodes and computer tracking in the 1980s. That alone itself saved millions. But it wasn't just about the bottom line. Sam Walton also was obsessed with the company culture. He would visit stores in person, talk to the associates, reward the hard work. And he started traditions like the famous Walmart cheer. By the time the 1990s hit, Walmart had surpassed Kmart and Sears, becoming the largest retailer in the country. And in 1991, they opened their first international store in Mexico. That global push would eventually stretch Walmart's reach to over 25 countries. What made it all work was Sam's relentless focus on the customer. His famous line, "There is only one boss, the customer, and he can fire everybody in the company from the chairman on down simply by spending his money somewhere else." Sam Walton passed away in 1992, but his impact did not stop there. Walmart became a staple of American life, whether you love it or hate it, a symbol of both convenience and controversy, and it all started right here. Alright, and let's head inside, because this isn't a museum, this is the origin story of one of the biggest companies on earth. And it started with a dream, a storefront, and a man who believed in doing things differently. Right in front of me, this is Sam Walton's actual office, encapsulated exactly as it was the day he walked out. Nothing fancy, just wood panel walls, a simple desk, papers stacked, and everyday tools of a man who never strayed far from his roots. This isn't just a preserved room, it's a philosophy, humble surroundings, powerful ideas. That's the legacy he left behind. Now this right here is a full display of everyday life in the 1950s. We're talking Tide boxes with that old school branding, borax and paper packaging, and angel skin tissue, stuff you could grab for just a nickel. These displays cover a few decades of serious momentum. Right here are items from the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, when Walmart went from a regional store to a retail powerhouse. You can see how the branding shifts: brighter colors, bolder fonts, and more choices on the shelf. This isn't just nostalgia, this is a blueprint of a retail revolution decade by decade. Now this really does hit home, the display straight out of the childhood of the 80s and the 90s. When Walmart launched its first supercenter in the 1980s, it wasn't just groceries or general goods anymore, it was to have everything under one roof. Over here's a small section dedicated to one of Walmart's most recognizable pieces of Walmart's identity, the 1990s smiley face. I know you remember it, bright yellow bopping across the screen.
Walmart, there's a smile on every aisle.
If you've got a room or apartment that needs furnishing, we've got just what you need. Right here in our home furnishings department.
Walmart, there's a smile on every aisle.
Lining the walls are ads from every era, starting in the 60s and climbing all the way to today. You've got everything from Reebok and Tupperware to Pokemon cards and Harry Potter merch. There's detergent brands like Dawn and Snuggle, collectible toys, even those wild 12-volt Escalades everybody wanted for Christmas. Here it is, Sam Walton's actual ride from 1979, a red and white Ford F-150 custom pickup, complete with a 4-speed manual transmission. Just like any good trip, we're ending it in the souvenir shop. You can pick up your own Walmart merch, but you've also got Moon Pies by the case, old school Grape Pep soda pop, saltwater taffy, and candy straight out of the 1960s lunchbox. There's also a penny smasher so you can be able to press your own piece of history. The shelves are full of throwback toys from spinning tops to tin cars, echoing that 5 and dime spirit. It's part general store, part nostalgia trip, and the perfect way to close out a museum built on humble beginnings. From a 5 and dime to a retail giant, Walmart's story started right here with Sam Walton and a big idea. If you enjoyed this stop, hit like and subscribe to the channel. And stick around, there's a lot more history where that came from. Catch you on the next adventure. This is Cheddar Left Behind.